Alright, welcome back again. This is the eighth episode of this series. We're going right into um, the lesson of this episode. Excuse me. Okay, so we stopped here, and I'm quickly going to explain the height and width. Alright, so this simply works for the cell. If I have this highlighted, or even if it's not highlighted with my cursor there, I can adjust the width of this cell and increase the length, and I can also adjust the width too. Okay, so that if you are adjusting the width, it requires a bit of technicality, so you have to be careful with it. But basically, it affects the width and the height of the cell. Alright, so to the next one, I have the alignment. Don't forget on the home tab when I was explaining this, the alignment, the same thing applies here. So it's just that this one is more in that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 positions altogether where you can have the alignment. So the first one is the top left, the top center, the top right, the middle left or center left, the center alignment, and then the right center. Then we have the bottom left, bottom center, and bottom right. So it depends on whatever it is you want to see. I want to zoom into this now so that you see the way it's responding. So if I put it on the top right, it responds to that. But on the center right, the note of the middle, and then the left right, and the left alignment, the left center, then the bottom left, then the bottom center, and then the right, the bottom right. So these are the alignments that you can have your text put in. So let's say this is what can I develop from B is for balloon. Sorry, balloon. Okay. So if I have balloon written here, I can change the direction of the text. You see that? You can switch from normal horizontal writing to normal vertical writing to horizontal. So I can change direction, something like that. You see? So I'm giving it each page is changing direction. So you can play around that, try that out. Then cell margins, you can adjust the margins of the cell from here. Just put if you have a specific figure you want for the top, bottom, left, and right, you just put it there and then click OK. It takes the new margin set. Alright, so the next one here is the sort. And I'm sure I did just stick to this in one of the episodes where I explained that you can arrange a set of a group of names in alphabetical order, and you can also arrange it in descending and ascending order, and then you can also arrange figures too. If you have numbers, you can arrange from 0 to 9, and you can arrange from 9 to 0. Okay, so that's about that. Alright, what's this command? Repeat other rows. Let's go with a new feature there. I've not used it. So, okay, let me see. Okay. Convert to text. So if you have a table and you want to convert it to text, that allows for it. So the table where you have data already filled in, you can easily convert it to text from there. So from table to normal text, it can work like that. So we've come to the end of the sat table and the commands you can use to edit it. So let's go back to insert now, and I'd like to bring in a new document, a new page. So I'm going to go to insert, and then we can talk about the next one, which is pictures. We just finished with this, and then talk about pictures. This is quite interesting. Inserting picture is very, very interesting because you have a whole lot of Oh, I think I have many of my pictures here. I'm gonna look for the best one I like to insert. Which one should I go for now? Alright, let me just insert this. Alright, so this is a picture of the nymph, and so the moment I inserted the picture, it gave just like we had it with the table. It also gave me a menu that can help to edit the table. As you can see here, all you have is the picture tools and then it's format. So this format means this from remove background to the last command here. They are all commands that help me to define my picture to my taste, to whatever it is I want it to be. Edit my picture and then embed it in my document. So here you can make relationship between your picture and after editing it. There are some few commands here that help you to edit it, and after editing it, you can create some relationship between the picture and the text. Do you want the text to be written to appear on the image, or do you want it to be side by side with the image, or do you want the text to wrap around it, just like you have in magazines and newspapers? You see text wrap around images and all of that. So we're going to look at all of those things in this part of the lesson. All right. So first of all, the first command here is remove background, which I think is latest update. Is one of the latest features in Microsoft Office. Not all the versions have it. I think it's from 2016 and above that has it. Some older versions they don't. Excuse me. Some older versions don't have this remove background. So, one thing about this remove background is that it is not effective. It is not 100% effective because Microsoft Office is just trying. It's not a graphic software, so it's limited. As you can see now, the part that is painted. What's this color? Well, I don't know the color. Maybe you can help me in the comment section. Help me with the color, please. I can't identify this color. All right, so you see that it's not all. What Microsoft Word is seeing now is the painted part is the background. Now you notice that the wooden door is still there. It's not seen as the background. Meanwhile, the picture is the subject, while every other thing should be the background. But Microsoft Word is telling me now that this the wooden part of the door is part of the subject. So if I tell you now that it should keep changes, you see now, that's why I said it's not effective. If you use software like Photoshop, it will come out better than what you have here. So that's why I said Microsoft Word is not really picture editing software, so it's just trying. Alright, so I'm going to undo that, and that's just to tell you. In order to get that done, you can see mark areas to keep, mark areas to remove. And so let's try what this will do. Oh, okay, it actually did it, but you see that it's still not perfect. You see all the edges here, all the edges of my picture here is looking rough and jagged. You still can't compare the outcome. You see now the switch is still there, and then some part of the door is still there too. So you really can't compare it to the main editing software. So that's just it basically. That's just it. We move on to corrections. Yes, you can. These are just presets. Just hover around and see what they do to your image, and then if you are convenient with any of it, you can keep it. So, for instance, if you are convenient with it having so much light, so it's even giving you some information about this particular preset. So it's saying brightness is 40%, contrast is 0%. So you can play around all of these corrections, and then color too. You can play around all of this. Just hover your cursor around and see how it responds to it. You see, so you can have it changed once you click any of it. So that's for color. Then artistic effect, yes. So the same way with color, you can also have some artistic effect like shading, sketch, 3D, blurriness. These are just effects that you might want to embed in your picture before using it for your document. I like this one. No, I won't change it. Okay. Alright, so that's just to show you some kind of artistic effects that you can apply. Then the compressed picture, you can I don't even think you need to go through all of this stress. So all these points you have here, the points you have here are to adjust the picture, so you can compress it from here, right? And you can also rotate it and rotate. So I will rotate with this arrow here. This curved arrow, this circular arrow. Right, so you can use it to rotate it, and then you can also shrink it from this end. You can also reduce it from this end. You can also compare it. But one thing you should know is this is adjusting the aspect ratio. There is such thing as aspect ratio in graphics, so it is not always advisable to shrink images from the end like this. You see, it deforms it. So if you want to scale image, when I say scale now, I mean to reduce the size. It has to be done evenly, both on the horizontal and vertical axis. So in order to get that done on the horizontal and vertical axis, you get it. You do the shrinking from one of the angles. For instance, be here, or here, or here, or this last part. So make sure you don't do your size reduction from this end or from this end. It will rather adjust the aspect ratio. And the aspect ratio, if it's not well done, and it might deform your image. Well done in the sense that you don't know the equivalence of this to this, right? So you see that once I do it here and it's kind of deforming, and I also adjust it from the other axis, it kind of balances it up. But for you to avoid stress, you can just go for here and then you get it done. So I want to try to move it. You notice that my image is not moving. Let me zoom in. You notice that as I'm trying to move it around, I click down and I'm trying to drag it, but it's not responding. That's where we're going to continue from in the next episode. I'm going to explain why it's not moving and what you can do to your image in this case, so that you can move it around and place it anywhere in your document. I've gone a bit beyond my time here. This is 13 minutes. Alright. All the same, thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Do well to subscribe to my channel and share this video, and also your comments are welcome. I want to see your comments in the comment section. Let me air your thoughts. Let me read what you have in mind. Let me read what you think about the material and how you should. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.